being born and raised in Puerto Rico and a humble beginnings in Campo Rico, Canóvanas, a very mountainous area, very close to the rainforest. I never will think or guess that my father, through my dad, who is from Indiana, Vincennes, Indiana, will be related to the Abraham Lincoln family and much more of other families within that connection and other connections. And when I first heard it, I was so excited and I ran to school. I told people, and people will laugh at me and said, of course, you're from Puerto Rico and related to Abraham Lincoln. No way. But the reality is that sometimes you can be an inspiration to other people to look at things that make you differently. And so those roots were very important to me when I went to college at the University of Maryland, where I was working on my PhD. I went to the library and I looked for a book called From Waldo Lincoln, and it's called The Lincolns. And in that library, I opened it up and I saw my grandmother's name, and right there it says Abraham Lincoln. Then later on, we have Famous King website, and if you Google that, then you go in and look for my name, and you're going to see the entire heritage that brings to the Bright brothers, also to Chantal Miller, the Princess of Greece, and much more famous people. That doesn't mean that that gave me money for college. It doesn't mean that created impact monetarily for me, but it brought for me the idea that if you're resilient like them, you can reach for the stars. And that's what I did and ultimately achieved it.
So, was it that realization that inspired you to get on this path and ultimately become a general officer in the army, or was it an additional motivation that kind of nudged you into that direction even more?
You know, Danny, that's an excellent question. And I should have guessed that you will ask questions as such because you're really intelligent. And so, what it created in me is a consciousness to understand that I was related to people that made history. And what it created inside in my heart is that I felt like I had something to prove. All through my childhood, I wanted to prove them people that said, "Oh no, you cannot be related to Abraham Lincoln. You definitely are from Puerto Rico and you don't even speak English at that time." And so I will say that we make our own destiny, just like Abraham Lincoln did, to understand that somebody created so much for our country and it started from humble beginnings as well, inspired me to do the same. I am a product of Las Escuelas de Puerto Rico, the schools of Puerto Rico, and I went to public school and I saw and read many books about history, and not only Abraham Lincoln, but others. And what it did, it inspired me and made me conscious that I can make my own destiny like he did resiliently. You know, he tried many times to become the president and did not win, didn't win even Senate. From failure, we can learn from that. And it really inspired me. Now, of course, looking back, I can say that I didn't set myself to become a general officer. It happened because it was hard work and a resume in itself that speak louder than any opponent that you can have. All the teams of people, because a board have to select you. And so I have a PhD, 3 master's degree, and I'm currently working in a bachelor's degree in theology. And I say that it's extremely important to know that you can make your own destiny. And so I did. I set it up for doing my best at every job and let myself shine by performance. And sometimes outperforming because you wanted to showcase that you belong there.